Hello, my crafty friends. It's Jelly Bean. And today I have come to do a project share with you. I have created some cards that are going out to some very special ladies that haven't been feeling very well lately. So I didn't have any kind of get well or get well soon anything. So I just kind of made hello cards, but I made these cards um, with the intention of including something on the inside. So what I did is, since they were get well cards, I wanted to include a handkerchief inside. So what I did is I made box envelopes using my envelope punch board. And I have just decorated the front. On this one I used some punches that I had and made these little tiny flowers. And this green swirly piece is a die that I had, along with some other ones that I kind of pushed in and made it kind of go with it. But I put the flowers, I took my ball tool that I used to shape my flowers, and this swirly thing I laid down, and I used my ball tool to make it spiral and lift up. So that way some of my flowers would lift up and be higher above the others. And I thought that was a really, kind of gives the card depth. This is a flower die that Alicia actually sent me. Hey Alicia, thank you. And I made this flower out of vellum, and then I inked it with some ink and put glitter on the edges. You probably can't see the glitter too well, but anyway, this is some mesh ribbon that I had, and I took my stickles and I kind of went over it here and there just lightly to give it a little bit of sparkle. And this was it's a part of this scroll die that I had that I just cut a little piece off. And if you can see right here on the end how it curls up, and you can kind of see, but when I did the ball tool on it, just following it around, it makes parts of it lift up and curl and stuff like that, so the flowers would lift and all. And then this is a hello die, and I cut it twice and kind of shattered it with the white, and I put the little flower for the O. And these are just some little leaf dies that come in that Tim Holtz kit that I showed y'all before. But when I made the envelope into a card, I actually used it backwards. So when you open it, the box part of the envelope is here, and you open it, so there's a pocket here. And in the pocket is the lady's handkerchief. And then the ladies that these will go to do not do YouTube videos, and they're not really crafters, so I will write my note here to them. And then I just, left the back blank. I forgot to put my sticker on this one, but I got one. But anyway, I thought this was a neat idea to make a box envelope and use it backwards to use the pocket to stick stuff in. And even though this was the triangle piece like the regular envelope, I covered it both sides with the same paper that I made it out of. And you can barely see it here because I put it right on the seam on both sides, and I laid a piece on this side and the other side. And it's pretty thicked up that way too. Plus then you put this card on there. So this was the first one that I made. The second one that I made, the lady's favorite color is blue. So I used some blue on this flower. I used blue with blue flowers and everything. And this is actually a fabric that I have. And I love this fabric. It's got, I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of outlined in a silver. It's got a little tiny silver, and that's one of the things I like about this fabric, because it's hard to get metallic colors on fabric, but yeah, you can kind of see it. But anyway, I just used some flowers that I had in my stash, and I originally had put triple thick on this flower, and I don't know if it's because my triple thick is getting kind of old and thick, but it didn't look right at all. So I pulled one of these out and didn't triple thick this one, but I did put a little bit on these, and those turned out pretty good. And I got some of this, oh, I can't think of the name of it. It's not jute, it's the, oh, doggone it. I'll look and scroll it across the bottom. But anyway, I did that, and I had this dark blue navy lace that was in that stuff that I got from my dad, and I put one piece down like this, and then I put a circle, and what I did is I actually glued the fabric to paper so I could cut it out with some dies and it wouldn't be that flimsy. So, and then again, I made it backwards, and I used the pocket for a lady's handkerchief. And I just have that in that little pocket there. And again, I took the same paper that I made the envelope out of, and I put it on the back and the front, and put it right on the seam so it would be a square. I put my label on this one, I forgot to on the other one. And then I just cut out this piece of paper, rounded the corners, and I edged them in the stickles. This one was silver, that one was the iridescent. But these are my cards, and I was really happy the way they came out. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it to be able to put a handkerchief in there, and you know, the shipping not be a lot because of them being so thick. So with these, I found out I had taken some mail to the post office when I went to Florida, and some of it was going international, and I didn't have all my supplies, and the only card envelope that my stepmom had was one of the bigger ones. So I had put one of my cards in a bigger envelope, and because when I put it in the bigger envelope, it didn't seem as thick, it kind of spread out more. I don't know how to explain it, but when you put a smaller card in a bigger envelope, it doesn't bulk up as much, and it's still thick, but it's not as thick. And they will they put it through that thing that's 1/4 inch. You have to, you know, has to be 1/4 inch. So if you put it through that in a bigger envelope like this, most of the time it fits in the 1/4 inch slot that they slide it through to see if it can go first class mail. So that's what I'm doing. I'm mailing it in bigger envelopes so it's, you know, it's not as thick and bulky, because for some reason when you put these in a smaller envelope, they look bigger, thicker, fatter, and they're like, oh no, that's got to be, you know, what do they call it, parcel instead of first class. So anyway, I wanted to share that with y'all and show you, because I was really excited about how those come out with the pocket on them. And y'all try it. If you do, let me know. I'd love to see it. Y'all have a crafty day, and I'll see you real soon. Bye for now.